Welcome back to another episode of the Versatile Athletes Training Journal. Today's session is all about power. Strength is important, but power is what allows you to use that strength quickly. Whether you're an athlete, a fighter, or someone preparing for a physically demanding career, being able to produce force fast can make a huge difference. I start this workout with depth drops into jumps. By stepping off a box and exploding into the air, we're teaching the body to absorb force before immediately producing it again. For everyday athletes, this improves jumping, sprinting, and changing direction. For combat sports, it helps you explode into strikes, evasive movement, and counters after reacting to your opponent. For tactical athletes like military or police, it helps develop the ability to land safely, recover quickly, and move explosively over obstacles or uneven ground. Next up are rotational med ball slams. Most sports aren't just forward and backwards, they involve turning, twisting, and rotating. This exercise teaches your body to generate power through the hips and core before transferring it into the upper body. For fighters, this means more powerful hooks, elbows, knees, and kicks. For general athletes, it improves throwing, swinging, and changing direction. For the tactical professional, it builds rotational strength for lifting and carrying equipment and reacting quickly in awkward positions. Next, we're moving on to Hex Bar Jumps. Adding a small amount of weight while jumping teaches you to produce force even faster. Think of it as strength and speed working together. For athletes, that means a faster first step and a higher jump. For combat sports, it helps you explode into attacks, close distance, and create space when needed. For tactical athletes, it develops the lower body power needed for sprinting, climbing, and carrying heavier equipment without feeling slow. The next exercise is the kneeling to high knee jump, and it's one of my favorite exercises for developing explosive movement from a disadvantaged position. Starting on the floor removes any momentum, so every jump has to come from pure power and coordination. For athletes, it improves acceleration from awkward positions. For fighters, it reinforces driving through the hips when shooting forwards, recovering after being knocked off balance, or exploding back into range. For tactical athletes, it develops the ability to get off the ground quickly and move immediately, something that can be incredibly valuable in unpredictable environments. Now we're going to do a movement that combines the lower body, core, and upper body with the Landmine, rotational clean, and press. Power shouldn't stay in one part of the body. It needs to travel from the ground, through the hips and core, and then finally ending through the arms. For athletes, this improves total body coordination and explosive strength. For combat sports, it closely resembles how power is transferred in punches, elbows, and other rotational strikes. For tactical athletes, it develops the ability to generate force while moving, turning, and working in less than perfect positions while still standing completely still. Next, we're going to work on band resisted pull-ups. The band in this case increases the resistance at the top of the movement, which forces you to pull harder throughout the entire range. For athletes, this builds explosive pulling strength and stronger upper backs. For fighters, it helps with clinching, grip fighting, and controlling an opponent. For tactical athletes, stronger pulling muscles are essential for climbing, scaling obstacles, and handling physically demanding tasks. We're finishing the work inside the gym with band-resisted kettlebell swings. The band in this case makes the top of the movement harder, encouraging you to drive your hips with as much speed and power as possible. For athletes, that improves sprinting and jumping performance. For fighters, explosive hips are behind powerful punches, kicks, knees, and sprawls. For tactical athletes, strong explosive hips make lifting, carrying, dragging, and repeated physical efforts much more efficient while helping reducing fatigue. We finished today's session with outdoor sprints. Sprinting is one of the simplest ways to build explosive speed and athleticism. It teaches the whole body to produce maximum effort while improving coordination and movement efficiency. For combat sports, faster acceleration means closing distance, escaping danger, or creating angles before your opponent can react. For tactical athletes, sprinting prepares you for short bursts of high-intensity movement where speed matters most. And that's it for today's full body power session. Every exercise has one goal: becoming faster, more explosive, and more athletic. Whether your goal is better sports performance, becoming a stronger fighter, or preparing for a tactical career, power training helps bridge the gap between being strong and being able to actually use that strength where it counts. I'll see you guys in the next episode of the Versatile Athletes Training Journal.